I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
So one of the many books that I will be writing, among the many more that I won't be, they're just ideas. I'm like, oh, dang, I need to live 300 years to write all these books. But I do have one that's going to be on the topic of zero world problems, because you have first world problems, edgy. But then there's, I think, in a post-scarcity, post-economics world, once you get your shit together, and this wouldn't be on a national level, it's an individual level, it starts entering the realm of philosophy and things like minimalism, but also contentment, peace, very Zen, very Eastern philosophy type of things, cleanliness. Not that I was ever a pigsty type of guy, but there's a lot of things like no worry, no stress, no cortisol, none of which has to do with materialism. None of it fits into economics because that's all GDP and actual production and actual physical goods and services provided, materialism. And I, how deep do I want to go? When you're in the thick of it because you were stupid and had more kids than you could afford and majored in a dumb degree and went into slave debt for materialism, you never get to experience these things. You are constantly under threat. You are constantly putting out fires. You are living paycheck to paycheck. You never get to this level of living, but you think because you got a Lexus, you're living. I'm like, no, it's fucking miserable, man. Oh, good. First world standards of living. I prefer the zero world standards of living. This whole new world that most people will never get to because they're debt slaves. Anyway, one of the main things about this zero world standards of zero world problems, zero world standards of living is the absence of regret. And everyone's going to have regret. No one bets 1,000. You all have regret. Stop regretting having regret on things that are regrettable but unavoidable. You're all going to fuck up. But if you can avoid some regret at all, but especially among some key things, that really contributes to your standard of living and your enjoyment of life. And I would say is one of the key things you're going to have to attain or minimize your regret to enjoy zero standards of living, or not zero standards, zero world standards of living, the post first world standard of living. And one thing I didn't realize until my buddy brought it up several times is, especially among Gen X, especially you guys, but I think less so the millennials and definitely not the Zoomers, is the fact that our generation, we're ground zero for the big college lie that you had to go to college. Every cocksucking scumbag boomer teacher, parent, adult, guidance counselor, educator, mentor, it was always college. And you want to talk about where they made fun of the tradesmen and tradeswomen. That was my generation. Like, oh, you want to become one of those dirtballs, those sleaze bags of the Votech? Oh, you got to go to college. You're a fucking nobody if you didn't go to college. And one of my best friends, he just found out, he finally got it out of his head and realized, God, did I avoid a nightmare? And the regret he suffered, which is thankfully has ended. He had tremendous regret not going to college because he didn't go to college. He became a carpenter instead. Now, of course, the evidence is blindingly obvious he made the right choice. But for all of his adult life until relatively recently, he had regret for not going to college because his entire environment, parents, teachers, society, girls, like, oh, he was a loser. He didn't go to college. I mean, yeah, yeah. Well, and it's on par with, well, you're not poofing your banks. You don't have Nike high tops. Now, for younger generations, with the advent of the internet and the spectacular failure of the millennial generation when it came to education and the crippling student loan debts that came with it, I think it's known, especially with celebrities like Mike Rowe out there, like, hey, college is not the end all be all. It's not mandatory. It's not required. And it's obviously ruining lives as well. And there's nothing wrong. We finally got rid of the shame of going into, I don't know, professions where there actually is production and economic worth to society, like tradesmen, like plumbers, like mechanics, like truck drivers. Matter of fact, you look at most of the problems, it's caused by overeducated college idiots. God, and then you look at these college protesters. I mean, college is rapidly becoming an embarrassment, especially when you look at Harvard's recently fired dean and all the political horse shit that goes on there. Oh, it's a joke now, but still, if you're inculcated in an environment where you were brought up, and oh, you better go to college, and we still get that today with clients. That's my generation. That's Gen X parents, maybe older millennials who still have their heads up the air. You can't put a price on college education. Thanks, Mom. With your student loan debt still. So to destroy the regret and end the regret so that mostly, but not solely, Gen Xers and people in my generation can enjoy a better life and stop beating themselves over it, guys, you dodged a bullet. Okay? You dodged a bullet. You should have no regret about not attending college. And a lot of it is what everyone said about it and the value they placed on it. They were wrong. You were right. Okay. They're still wrong. You're still right. And I think if you're looking for some kind of social validation where it's like, well, maybe they'll see I'm not a loser. I think it's coming around, but that's not a you problem. That's a them problem. I'm here to tell you right now, college for the most part is a mistake and you avoided it. It's like smoking cigarettes or something. I mean, really, it's on par with that. It's like getting married. I mean, it's a pretty disastrous track record and poor success rate. So objectively, you were correct. Whether your social circles or your family recognizes that is another matter. But you got to let that one go. Right? And again, our goal is not for you to be socially accepted or your father to say, "I'm proud of you, son." It's not what your goal is. The goal is to get rid of regret. So yes, it's an unfortunate reality that somehow people in your past are still going to judge you based on whether you have a ridiculously worthless piece of shit toilet paper as a college degree. That's not going to do it. But at least you should not have the regret. The other thing where I think a lot of people regret not going to college, and this would be for even younger people today, you think you missed out. You think you missed out on the college experience. And I am completely sympathetic and understanding of that viewpoint, because when you're in K through 12, maybe a little less K and more towards the 12, what else is there to look forward to in life than college? I'm going to say it again because it's true. K through 12 is a prison. Schools are a prison. And in some ways, it has to be. You're a kid. You're an idiot. You don't know. You should be educated. But you're also kept there. It's an intellectual prison. You're not there to learn. You're not there to expand or excel. You're there because it's a babysitting operation because your parents didn't love you enough to homeschool you. Oh my God, I said it. Fuck off. You're also there to enrich teachers who just have no skills that would ever generate any kind of genuine economic production. So here, babysit these kids. And in between the trans and Marxist and lesbian indoctrination and turning them into good Democrats, maybe teach them to be literate. And even there, they're kind of failing in some regard. Anyway, for especially intelligent people or independent-minded people, that's a prison. And the only thing, if you're in prison, You don't care what's out there, outside of the prison. You just know it's out. And it's the same thing. You're liberated from school. And then they oversell college as some kind of magical place where you're truly intellectual. And this is the lie I got told. This is the lie I got told. That's where all the smart kids are. No, Aaron. See, you just got bum bad luck. The school you go to, the public schools you're going to right now, that's where the stupid kids are. See, it just happens to be random luck. All the kids here are stupid. Once you get out of here, the smart kids go to college. That's where it's like, no, all public school systems in the United States back then, and especially so today, all of them have stupid children. All the students are stupid. And it's just the same pool that goes and populates college. It's just high school version 2.0, except you get to pay for it. And it's stupid and arrogant kids who think they're smart. Engineering and STEM majors removed from this criticism. It was just a continuation of high school, except it crippled you with financial debt. And if you're thinking about the social aspects, like, oh, it would have been great, would have been. No. I've said it long ago in my book, Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major, which is ancient by now. You'll have the college experience. I guarantee you, I swear unto you, my non-going college attending audience members in earshot of me, you have already had the college experience. For you to have gone to a house party or a nightclub, drank and pursued women, vomited and thrown up, and gotten not laid. That is the college experience. You've had college experience. Have you been to a party? Did you get drunk? Did you chase girls? Did you catch a couple? Did you go to a nightclub? Did you get shot down? Did you maybe get lucky? You did? That was the college experience, minus the $80,000 fucking tag. It is almost perfectly analogous to, if look at the millennial. Okay, they've suffered tremendous financial damage going to college. All right, very obvious. It has financially impaired them, a lot of them, for the rest of their lives. College has ruined at least, I'd say, half of young people's lives. Now they're middle age or getting up their adult lives. But instead of viewing it as a financial catastrophe, imagine if they stepped on a landmine and they lost their legs and they had to be in a wheelchair. That is the physical equal of what people did to themselves financially going to college. Most people. Imagine if they're in a wheelchair, like, oh, I feel bad that I didn't go walking through the landmine or landmine field. You dodged such a horrific financial disastrous bullet. I can't, there's no way. Yet, and you could see it. You can see it with the student loan bailouts. You could see it with the absolute dipshit behavior of the dumb, petulant little children that populate colleges today. You could see it where, okay, you get your degree and you hear all these people work in corporate America. It's a fucking nightmare. But still, that programming from back in the day with your parents and teachers and guidance counselors and other people that didn't love you enough to tell you the actual truth, you still hold on to this regret. I don't have a college degree. I just want to tell you right now, no, you are ahead of the curve. And probably in hindsight, you're smarter than the average cut today, no doubt. Maybe back in the day when you actually had to like apply, maybe the average IQ of your average college student was higher than the non-attending college students. Now, I doubt there's a difference. For the people who don't go to school or go to college and the people who do go to college, I bet you there's no intellectual difference whatsoever. And there's certainly no employment advantage. Now, you can't just sit on your ass either. You got to go into the trades or pick up some other kind of skill. But at the end of the day, you are way ahead, especially today. Gen X maybe might have been the last bit of vestiges of a benefit of a college education, just little edge. But I didn't see it. Today, dude, don't let anyone shame you that you didn't go to college. And for those of you who are my age, you're still regretting not going to college or you missed out on the college experience. One, you didn't miss out on the experience. You've had it. right? And two, you just really avoided wasting 4 years of your life. You wasted debt. You avoided wasting your money on debt. Unless you were going to go into electrical engineering or something serious, you were just gonna cripple yourself financially. It just was a continuation of high school. That's all it was. And so please listen to me, heed me. Stop regretting not going to college. You should fucking I'm not joking. Go take $1,000, which would be a fraction of the money you would have spent on college and tuition back in the day, and go celebrate the fact you didn't go to college. And celebrate the fact you don't have debt. Now, want to make stupid decisions and other I need a pickup truck, brand new Dick Extender Peters double Dodge Hemi diesel pickup truck. You'll make other mistakes. So she Purdy, I'm gonna marry her. What do you mean divorce? It's so here's how bad it is in America. Avoid investing in all major institutions. Okay. Don't invest in college. Don't invest in marriage. Housing, if you could afford it to get the right stock market's down now. They might confiscate it all there because you guys can't vote for enough Democrat dick. I know. Just just gotta, no, I'm gonna become a plumber and I'm gonna live on my house off grid. I'll be all right. Yeah, so there you go. So for those of you who have regret, I give you the official Pope version. I, Pope King Gen X Cappy, forgive you of all your regret. Don't regret it. Do not regret it at all. You didn't miss anything. Um, girls, I say maybe because you still get hit on. I don't know. I don't think you girls are crippled even more financially from. Yeah, so you girls, yeah. Thinking about I was thinking of the social aspect. There rarely is there more of a cathedral dedicated to the worship of women and attention and popularity than college. That's kind of where you peak, but at tremendous financial cost to you girls. Like, it just cripples you financially. So there you go. Link below for those of you who still don't believe me, or you're a young person, you're like, but my parents keep telling me I gotta go to college or they're gonna disown me. I'm a piece of shit. A couple resources. One, Worthless, Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. So if you're going to go to college, please choose the right major so you don't fuck up your finances like the millennials did. Two, what the hell's the other one? Oh, The Dad You Never Had. I am obviously not a fan of the quality and caliber of American parenting in the past 3 generations. It has been unforgivable and absolute shit. It's not like they're malicious. They just feed you guys to the meat grinder without thinking. Because they're too fucking lazy to sit down and say, hey, we got to have a hard talk with our child or daughter, son or daughter, about what the hard they just fucking baby you. Like, oh, you can do whatever you want. You can major in marketing and journalism. Just, you need dads, and we don't have dads. Everyone goes, you're not a dad. You're not a father. How would you know? I am better. I'm not joking. Without having kids, just committing to speaking the truth and being willing to have a hard yet constructive conversation with young people who aren't my children. Yes, that does make me a better dad than the vast majority of you ballless fuck wonders called fathers nowadays. Do whatever your mother said. Well, what do you like to do? God bless the saint of a man who countermands his wife, says, no, she's not majoring in fashion design. Absolutely not. And we will get divorced over this because I'm not ruining my daughter's life. You'll find out how much your parents love you depending on how much uncomfortable truths they tell you versus comforting lies. Until I stop seeing 65% of young kids go to college 85% of the time for worthless fucking degrees because they don't have fucking parents. Yeah, you're damn right. I am a better parent. I don't even have experience. I don't know. How about you just don't lie to your kids? Rule 1. Does that make me a better parent? All I got to do is this one thing, and I'm better than 85% of the people out there? It's like it's like dating. All I got to do is not be fat, and I'm hotter than 70% of the people in America because they're fat? Your standards are so fucking low. Anyway, Also linked below is a course called The Dad You Never Had. So if you have a present but absent father, or your dad was never around because he's a douchebag, or you're getting this, if you're being told that you get to do whatever you want and the money will follow, or do what you're passionate about, your parent, they don't hate you. They're just at best dumb, or they're too ignorant to tell, or they're too weak to tell you, hey, yeah, that's not a good degree, and they don't want to hurt your little fifis. Fuck your fifis. I want you to be rich. Take the course, The Dad You Never Had. That is linked below. It's offered on Teachable if you can't find the link below. And then for those of you, understandably, like, I got to do something, Worthless kind of talks about that in an educational, at the stage of education. Okay, here are good degrees, and consequently, here are the good professions that come with it: STEM, accounting, medicine, things like that. More details in the book. If you are trying to figure, okay, I got to figure out one, there's a couple resources. One, go consider Thor's course, Red Pill Thor, RP Thor on Gumroad. He has a course on becoming a lineman. What I'd recommend you do is research what it is to become a lineman first. Say, oh, that might be something I can do. I also have a course kind of similar, same thing. It's an accounting career course. It talks about careers in accounting. Also, go research what it's like to be an accountant first, if that's a field you might want to, and then you could go ahead and take that course. That course is linked below. It's called The World's Greatest Accounting Career. Only reason we have it offered is because people kept asking me in chat on his accounting podcast about careers in accounting. So there's obviously a lot of interest in it. So we put together this course that kind of maps out what a career in accounting would look like in your different options, different paths. Half of the options of which don't require a college degree. You can go and self-study and get certified and avoid the college bullshit. Now, you won't become a CPA because that requires a college degree, but there are many, many, many educational and career opportunities in college that do not require a college in accounting that do not require a college degree. That's an option. There are many other more. Actually, while we're here, hang on. I got my list. While you're here, let's talk about this. I have a master list of good jobs without an education. Okay. So here's some other things. If you're a young man or woman thinking, well, I don't want to go to college because it's expensive. And everyone has purple hair, and I want to fuck the girls from the 80s movies and the college movies. Those girls were hot. I want to fuck these modern ones. Infusion nurse, chimney sweeper, work for the railroads. Okay. Look at the railroads. BNSF, Canadian Pacific. Go look over there. X-ray tech, lineman. That's Thor's course. Hazmat trucker, maintenance man, solar power installer and electrician, air traffic controllers, mason, car dealer like poker, and CNC programmer. Not an operator, a programmer. No, you said a polar bear heater. I said an Alaskan polar bear heater. I never heard of that until now. No one's going to know what that one's from. All right, let's go to the super chats. You really should start. What we need to do. We need to start shaming people when they say, "Oh, I went to college." Not because they went to college. You say, "Well, what's your degree?" And I majored in political science. Like, what the fuck did you do that for? That's stupid. I majored in sticking my dick in a tree. Like, what? You should. We just start making fun of them. And then maybe you'll wake up and we won't have a student financial crisis. Nestor Valentino, 2 Canadians, finishing up my underground miner training in 2. That's right, Nestor. You are. Hey, I know you're Canadian, and I'm not terribly familiar where in Canada, but Nestor, when you get out there, take a couple pictures if you're in the Great Canadian North. I'd love to see what a mining operation looks like, and email them to me at Asshole Consulting. You guys send me an email first to the contact form. It doesn't allow for attachments, but when I email you back, then you can email me the pictures. Well, good luck to you, Nestor. Run, Forrest, Run, 20 Bulgarian things. In the past, it made more sense to go to college, partly because it wasn't as accessible to so many people. Yeah, like I think it was only 4% went to college, like way back in the day. Now it's 65%. Fuck off. You're not special. You're common. You're worthless. No human is worthless. Yes, some have a negative net value because they collect welfare and they don't even produce the amount of stuff they need to support themselves and have to enslave other people through parasitism. You're right. Some people are worse than worthless. They have a negative net value. You're so mean? Says the worthless person. If you went to college, you were a select minority. 20 level equals $12. Enjoy. Oh, okay. 20 levs equals $12. Thank you, Run. Enjoy and thanks for all you do. No problem, man. No problem. Nonstop Dre, $362. Carlson Cappy owes us his success, but won't say it. I can't wait for the day some ignorant person at the Carlson School dares to claim me. I mean, it's true. I am an alumni there, but if they say famous alumni include, I'll write a book. I'll do a video. I will make it so everyone knows what a shit fucking school that is. And it is in spite of having a degree from the Carlson School of Management. I ended up succeeding in how I have. Because again, I admit half of this shit was luck. Nesta Valentino, again, 5 Canadian. I know a retired miner who has millions, dropped out of school at grade 11. I know a nurse turned miner says his degree was worthless. Really, a nurse degree? Well, I guess with the Canadian healthcare, I mean, you're not, the wages aren't determined by the free market. Now makes 140,000 Canadian. That's like 120, 115 American. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field, 10 generous dollars. In 2002, my senior year of high school, was invited to Baylor University? Brigham Young University. I was offered a $12,000 a year tuition as a non-Mormon. For Mormons, it was 10. You got offered, the tuition. That's not your scholarship. Okay, so you were charged a little bit more than the Mormons. For Mormons, it was 10,000. I was almost tempted, but I didn't know what to study. Then don't go. Look where you ended up. You joined the military. You still got your GI Bill, which you haven't used. You pass it on to your kid, which is great. It's good for your kids. And you got and then now you're a truck driver. By the way, Alex has a family. He sent me pictures of the family. Very, very pretty family. Nuclear, they're still together if you guys can believe. I know. Alex is not following the American tradition of getting his ass divorced and having to live out of a car. Alex, how much of an American are you? Are you still holding on to your traditional ways where your wife sticks around? How dare you, sir? Mexi Man and Cheese, $5 off topic, but wanted your opinion. I don't think women even like the way the butt surgeries or nails look. It's a way to signal wealth to each other. Yes, that Brazilian butt lift and the Wolverine nails. After a certain point, it does become a virtue. It becomes a signal to other women. I mean, there's two people in the world, men and women. Women will do things for men, like put on makeup and do their hair and wear heels. Bigger boobs, that's for men. That butt lift and the Wolverine nails, that's just, we never leave middle school. Okay. The piercings and the tat, they don't do that for women either. They just do that for myself. We never leave middle school. Alex Patino, our truck driving Latino agent in the field, $5. Speaking of mistakes, I'm buying big pickups. Don't forget about buying all those firearms that you can't possibly shoot in a day. It's impossible. Correct. I mean, at least they kind of maintain the value if you maintain them. I have 8 different types of guns, but they all serve a very specific point, like 100 to 300 yards. If I can shoot, then I got a longer range rifle. I got a bolt action to bring down deer. A couple pistols, depending on the weather. But yeah, I don't have, and I have a bullpup, for lack of a better word, close quarter combat. But yeah, I know a guy who has 600 guns, some of which he inherited. I grant you that. But I'm like, 600. Do you know how much that weighs? It's like a ton of metal. Captain Crunch, $5. Went to Western Governors University, finished my engineering internship, just turned 19 and gone off for 65,000, no debt. Thank you. Night. What up? You don't have to answer. What a computer engineering? Because I know Western Governors University, since it's online, it can't be something that requires physical labs. But regardless, I'm glad you went to school, Western Governors University, starting in high school. You skipped fucking high school. You skipped fucking college. Look at you, 65 grand at 19. That's outstanding. God bless you, sir. And watch the girls. Yeah, see, if you girls were intelligent If you were really serious, you look at that and say, holy shit, where is this guy going to go? But I'm going to bet, Captain Crunch, you have troubles like the Dickens to get a girl to go on a date with you. Probably because you're nerdy too. I'm just pointing out, like, this guy's fundamentals. Like, if you're analyzing like an income statement, a balance, you're like, wow, damn, look at that profit margin. You got no debt. Look at this guy. Look at these numbers over here. Oh, I don't like that. It's not ESG. Fine. I'll buy it at a price to earnings of 3. WisDivision Productions, $5. Made it into 6-figure club with nothing but an associate's referrals and my insane work ethic. Got lucky. Only regret is chased and ducked girls in my 20s. Yep. If you guys stop chasing the girl, I'm not saying don't chase them at all, but don't be wasted. You do not have time to waste hours at a nightclub. You do not have time to be going out with a girl on actual dinner dates and movies. No, coffee, pre-qualify them. Are you going to talk to me? Is this going to be fun? And you should always, always, always have opportunity costs. Always have opportunity costs. You do not have time to be sitting waiting for a girl to stand you up. You should be at that place, the coffee store, whatever, with your laptop, working on something. So if she doesn't show up, there's a good percent chance she won't, you don't lose, and there's no downtime. WisDivision Productions, $5. Also, no debt and about to reach 6-figure net worth long term. Oh my God, Wisda, how dare you, sir? Long-term investing is boring and not sexy, but it usually guarantees results. Copy the old farts. Yes, it's called wisdom for a reason. Plop, plop, 200 yen. Getting a master's in AI and machine learning, artificial intelligence, machine learning. And the degree means much lesser by how much I'm learning. Well, does it get you a job? That's what I'd be concerned about. I mean, that's about the only place they're spending money is AI and machine learning right now, but I'm afraid that's going to be a bubble, man. Dre, $2. WisDivision Productions needs to save the community. WisDivision Productions, $2. Rest in peace to Saint DBDR, Prince of the Black Pill. DBDR. Who's DBDR? Did someone die? DBDR. Roman DBDR found Daniel Boone's Distance Riders. You lost me, man. Wisda, email me. I don't even know super chat or anything. Dre, $2. But Cappy, when are you giving back to the guy? No, I pay my taxes. Fuck you. Not you, Dre. Fuck the community. I pay so much in fucking taxes and have in the past for other people that aren't my children. Fuck off. All I hear from the community is I benefited unfairly because you have a white penis and you're privileged. Fuck you. Journey Trials Enjoy, $5. Should I lower my contribution to my 401k? I lowered it this morning from 10 to 5%. I was worried that I was just throwing money away. Well, no, the market's gone down, hasn't it? I won't lie, I did quite the opposite. I just funded my brokerage account with some extra cash. I'm like, oh, if prices are coming down, better get some powder, you wait for a sale. When prices go down, that's good. I'm assuming you're a younger man. Now, if you were older, you should be cheering for a stock market to go up, 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 up. But if you're younger in the acquisition phase, you want the stock market to go down, and then you buy when it goes down. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but it's simple common sense. The S&P 500 is cheaper than what it was last week. Stocks have gone down in price. I mean, do you complain when gas goes below $4 a gallon? I don't. Not sure. $5. Cappy, bring on the Carlson Dude Bros public humiliation. You could be like Rogan. Do it. Bring on the Carlson Dude Bros. There is kind of like one year they had kind of a yearbook, and I should have saved it because there were just some douche canoes that no one really bothered me, but there were a couple where I'm like, you're a fucking washed up jock and you're not even 21 yet. I'd love to see where some of those pieces of shit are, man. Love to see it. WisDivision Productions, $2. I summoned the Blue Eyes Black T-Rash card red penalty. The Blue Eyes Oh, if T-Rash had blue eyes, he's unstoppable. We can't stop that. That's Cthulhu. If you had T-Rash with the blue eyes, there's none of you are getting, no. Woe be the men who lived in the neighborhood with the blue-eyed T-Rash. All you women are going after him. All of them. Us brown-eyed folk, non-T-Rash type, we don't stand a chance. Don't stand a chance. Dre, $2. The Carlson Manifestation by Honor Alumni Cappy. I dare them. I dare them. It would almost become, because they ruined so much and it cost me so much money. Now, any business school would have done it in ways that we don't have time to go in here. The amount of time and opportunity cost. I think a piece of me might go to just destroying that school. Well, not destroying it, but exposing it as kind of a parting gift. See ya. Cappy died. And published posthumously. Here's a book. I think, though, people are starting to get wise about business schools, too. They're just like, this is a waste of fucking time. All right, link below. Worthless. Young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. The dad you never had. If you are still being told you have to go to college, your parents are not helping you in this one regard. They might be helping you other ways, but they're not helping you in this regard. Go take that course so you don't make other spectacular. Oh, you just marry up that girl, son. I'm on my 5th marriage, and your mom divorced me 3 marriages ago, but I know what I'm talking about, son. Yeah, happy wife, happy life. Yeah, uh-huh. Sales of rope has gone up. I won't say for what. They're going to make a kind of a lollipop figure with it. I don't know why sales for rope keep going up. The rope index. Because all these dads kept telling their sons horrifically bad advice. The dad you never had, available on Teachable. Don't buy no rope. Don't be the dope who buys the rope. And then there's also the world's greatest accounting career. If you're interested in a accounting career and want to know what that was all about, there you go. Dre, $2. Dutch Chad guy with blue eyes has over 550. Yeah, but wasn't he a doctor? Like, he just donated to sperm banks. That's all it was. As I said, ladies, you can have my sperm for $2.5 million after tax. Big legal. You can have my kids. There's been a couple gals like, oh, I think you're so sexy. Like, I have fangirls, not a lot, but I've had a couple. Well, you can have my kid if you want. It's a big legal form. You get to raise them on your own. I don't want to see that fucking thing. Give them my course. That'll set them straight. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.